The reason we're here today is I'd like you to tell some of the people about your horse. I understand that, I've been doing the horse, what, about 2 years?
Yes.
Okay, and Royal had a bit of a problem, and you were referred to me. But one thing I want to show is, over the last 2 years, Royal has really come along.
Yes.
And I'd kind of like you to explain what you've got here and how you got it, and go from there, okay?
Okay, right here I've got a champion show saddle, which he won at a competition doing barrel racing, gymkhanas, pole bending. This was a year ago in the summer, and it's just an incredible thing. We call him the three-legged horse, and that he was able to do this, so I really owe my thanks to Bob.
Okay, and then this year you got some additional awards?
This year, in the CSHA, I did a 4-show series, and he won this buckle in Division 6. And then for the year-end high points overall, for the whole year, we won this buckle. And to be able to do all of this with a horse with a funky leg is a miracle in itself.
Well,
about 4 inches above his knee on the inside, causing a V fracture, which almost completely collapsed to the side. He also had the bone crushed about 1/4 inch.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What did you initially do after the vet determined what the problem was?
The break was such a bad break that he was not transportable to Davis, even though we're only 45 minutes away.
Yeah.
So we put him into a stall, wrapped his leg as well as we could.
Mm-hmm.
Basically tried to get him through the first month just as he was,
yeah.
Being quiet.
Okay.
However, we noticed that the leg was starting to bow out.
Mm-hmm.
The bone was collapsing.
Yeah.
And so we devised a special shoe to provide additional support on the outside of his leg to stop the collapse.
Okay.
It helped, but then the foot started coming out of alignment, and we had fear that the rest of his body was going to be impacted by the injury.
Okay. At what point was I brought in?
Not soon enough. I would say it was probably about 3 or 4 months later, when the bow had already come out, that we finally were able to get a hold of you. We were recommended to you by our veterinarian.
Okay.
And first time that you came out, we immediately noticed a difference after you had shot him. One thing is that you didn't just take into consideration the bad leg and determining what was best to straighten the leg, but also how to help the rest of his body, his other legs, support the injury as well. Being such a big boy and being confined in a small stall, one of our big fears was that he would founder in the good leg.
Right.
And because of the way that he was able to support himself, that didn't happen.
Well, that's good. So yeah, we started with a special shoe,
Yes.
and we wedged the foot up on the side that was starting to collapse.
Yes.
We straightened the foot itself, and we gave him the support he needed. And now we've got him in just a regular set of shoes.
I think it's fantastic.
Well, I'm just glad that we could help and bring the horse along and make him usable and have a good life.
Recently, we were able to go to Point Reyes and tackle some of the mountains that we used to go up and down. And he was a trooper. He had no trouble.
Yeah.
Initially, when we first started trail riding him, he was tripping a bit going downhill, but he's found himself now.
Yeah.
And he's such a pleasure to ride.
If I remember right, you told me that you feel he's pretty much back as far as his abilities before the injury. Is that correct?
I would say yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, I thank you very much, and I'm sure the other people will really enjoy this.
Thank you.
Thank you.